Right, so we're going to start lying down. And we should build a bit of heat up. Can you hear me okay? Brilliant. So just laying flat on the floor and just let the body release onto the ground. Just take a few breaths here and really use the exhalation to release. Maybe take an inhalation in through the nose and sigh out the mouth. Just really allow yourself to settle. Just take this moment to just notice how you're feeling today, how you're feeling physically, mentally and emotionally before the practice. And then just forgetting what we've been doing earlier, what we might have to do later. Let's just really arrive here on our mats, really arrive at the practice, and use this hour to just be completely present. Let's bend the knees and place the feet as wide as the mat and just take the knees from side to side. So remember that windscreen wiping of the legs. Just feel how it is rolling over the hips. And then bring the knees up to center. Heel toe the feet in, so the feet are as wide as the hips. And then we're just going to do that inhaling when we make the arch of the back bigger, and exhaling, pressing the arch of the back into the ground, drawing the pelvic floor up, all the muscles from the sides, so everything to the center like a drawstring bag at the navel. So inhaling, pelvis rocks towards the legs. Exhaling, pelvis rocks towards the chest. And just really engaging those muscles that we move as we go through this movement. So we can really get into the core muscles here. Wake them up a bit, warm them up a bit. Couple more. Last one. And then just really feeling the feet on the floor, the palms of the hands, the arms aligned by the side of the body. And we're just going to inhale and press into the feet and raise the hips up. And exhale, curl the spine back down onto the ground. Then we're going to press into the feet, inhale the spine up, the hips up, the spine, and bring the arms up above the head. Just going to move down the mat a bit. So really the weight in the feet, chest comes to chin, and we exhale, curl the spine. See how many of the vertebrae you could feel touching the floor. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, bring the arms up, bring the hips up. And then exhale, curl back down onto the ground. Lovely. Bring the knees to the chest and hug them in. Inhale, press the shoulder blades into the ground and the hips and the spine. And then exhale, curl the forehead up to the knees. And then inhale, lower the spine back down. Extend the arms out. I'll move over a bit. straight out from the shoulders with the palms down. Inhale here, once again, feel the back of the body against the ground, squeeze the legs together. We're not going to quite bring the legs down to the ground. So we inhale and press the back into the body, back into the floor, and exhale, squeeze the legs and just take them over to the right. Exhale to the left, but don't touch the floor. Inhale back up, to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze the abdominals, sorry, as you go to the left. And up. And one more time each side. That's it. And then just bring the hands onto the knees. And just circle the knees around the sitting bones. And then the other way. Bring the knees into the chest and just roll from side to side. And then your choice to either rock up on the spine to come up to seated or to just roll over and come up. So just however you wish to come up today. That's it. Just coming into an easy, comfortable seated position. Just first of all, notice that you can feel the sitting bones on the ground if you're sitting on a prop. And then feel the hips and the shoulders and the ears. Just feel that alignment, which means that your spine is in its natural curve. That's it. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears. Really squeeze them and then shove them away. Inhale, bring them up and shove them away. One more time. Inhale up and shove them away. That's it. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, lower them down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then we're going to inhale them back up. So we're going to bring the left hand down, just the fingertips or whatever. And first of all, we're just going to really reach through that right side. So really press the right sitting bone in and really reach. You just feel that length in the right side. And then keeping that connection of the, sorry, I'm going to do it like a mirror, of the right sitting bone and the right arm, reaching. Then just gently crescent over. So you can feel that opening in the waist, maybe, between the ribs, the armpit. And just take a few deep breaths into that right side. Keep the legs relaxed. Really feeling your stretching. And then inhale, come up. Just notice each side. And then bring the right hand down, same thing. Sorry, reach up through the left and then keep that length and reach over. You'll feel the left sitting bone on the ground. Reach through and breathe into that space we're creating in the left-hand side of the body. Inhale, come up. Interlace the hands and press the hands up to the ceiling. Release the hands, interlace them behind the back and open up the shoulders, lovely shoulder stretch. That's it. Draw them back. Maybe even raise them up a little bit so just really open the shoulders. Lovely. And then release. And let's just twist to the right. Back to center and twist to the left. and back to center. And then just a few circles round. So inhaling as we come forward and exhaling as we come back. So one circle of complete breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Next time you come forward, let's go the other way. One more circle. And back up to center. That's it. Let's move over onto our hands and knees to tabletop. Fingers nicely spread, knees under hips. That's it. Gazing down at the mat. And then we're just going to inhale, press the feet, the shins and the hands into the ground. And exhale, take the hips back to the heels. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. And exhale, take the hips to the heels. This time, inhale up and bring the chest through and gently look ahead, so we're in that cow position. And then curl into the cat position, take the hips back. And then see if you can just get that circular movement going. So we're just going round in circles as we come back and forwards. That's it, just awakening the spine. And just one more. Ending up in neutral tabletop position. That's it. It's just really feeling how you're just gently pressing into the ground with the shins and the hands. And then we're going to inhale and we're going to bring the right arm and the left leg up together. So inhale and exhale, bring down. They can just be soft, the legs and the arms. In arm, right leg. And left arm, right leg. And down. And then let's bring the right arm and the left leg out and just press into the left hand and the right shin and just really lengthen. Really engage the abdominal muscles. Notice your breath. And then lower the hand, lower the knee. That's it. Now bring the left arm and the right leg up. Same thing this side, draw the navel to the spine. Feel that strength in the posture. Inhale here, and then exhale, release the knee and the hand. Take the hips back to the heels, just rest the forehead on the ground, let the arms release for a moment. Breathe into the back of the body. And come back up onto all fours. We're going to tuck the toes under here. And we're going to inhale, press into the ground, and exhale, just raise the knees up. And just take a few breaths here. So just pressing in, really use the abdominal muscles. And exhale down. Just take a breath. I'm going to do that one more time. So inhale, press into the ground, and exhale, raise the knees up. That's it, so we're just hovering off the ground. Draw the abdominal muscles all in towards the center, draw the pelvic floor up. And then exhale, release. Untuck the toes and take the hips back to the heels one more time. Lengthen the arms out a bit. And then nice big circles with the hips. And then the other way. Bring the hips back to center. Forehead on the ground, just let the hips drop back to the heels. And then inhale up onto the tips of the toes, or well, onto the balls of the feet, and come up into downward dog. That's it. Really bend each knee. Come up onto tiptoes and down. Tiptoes and down. One more time, tiptoes and down. And then just take a breath and downward dog. And then we're going to walk the feet and the hands to the center of the mat. Take hold of the elbows, bend the knees, really have quite a nice bend in the knees, maybe the chest and the stomach comes to the thighs. And just dangle there for a minute. Shake the head and nod the head. And then maybe lengthen the legs a little bit and just sway from side to side, the upper body. It's a really nice lengthening of the neck, lengthening of the lower back. And then release the arms, roll up to standing. That's it. Just turn around to face you. Just take a moment to get used to standing after being down on the ground. And let's take, have you got a brick, Bryony? Do you have a brick? Brilliant. So let's put the brick, and you do, don't you, Francois? Let's put the brick between our thighs and we're just going to really squeeze it here and press into the feet and lengthen the whole body. Just wait for Francois here. And just reaching, have the shoulders released and the hands released, that's it. So we're just standing into Tadasana and squeezing the brick. Really feel that the legs are really dynamic as you squeeze the brick. And then we're just going to sweep the arms up in front and then sweep them down. Sweep them up sideways and sweep them down. And then we're just going to bring them up in front again. And I just want you to press into the feet, keep the shoulders released, and just reach with the hands and the arms, squeezing the brick so you can feel that you're engaging the glutes, all the large muscles in the legs, the abdominal muscles are engaged, and as if you're just drawing the hands up high. Release the arms down. Take the brick from between the legs, but keep the legs exactly where they are. And then put the brick in the hands. That's it, like that. And then we're going to inhale, bring the brick up and really squeeze it between the arms. Press into the feet, feel the length and the sides of the body, and squeeze the brick with the arms so you really engage them. That's it. Notice the breath here. And then release the brick down and just put it to the side. That's it. We're going to inhale and bring the arms up again, and we're going to bring the palms together. And I'll show you from the side. And then just a few little arm strengtheners here. And then we just bring the hands down between the shoulder blades. So we're just folding them down, keeping the elbows at about ear level. And just bringing those outer muscles of the arms awake, awakening them. Also giving them a bit of a stretch, a bit of a strengthen. Let's just do 3 more. Stretch up, press into the feet, and release the arms down. That's it. Bring the arms up to shoulder level, and then just start circling them backwards. Try and keep the torso and the legs as still as possible, and that movement, little movement of circling backwards. That's it. Just a few more times. And then change direction. It's coming forwards now. Little circles, feeling the shoulders. That's it. And then reach the arms out, turn the palms up, fingertips to shoulders, and circle the elbows, making the elbows as wide and as close together as possible, really feeling into the shoulder socket. And then the other way, going backwards, bringing them over, feeling into the shoulder. That's it. And then releasing the arms, giving them a little shake out. That's it. Coming towards the front of the mat, feet hip distance apart. And we're going to inhale the arms up in front, really lengthen, little bend in the knees, and exhale, forward fold. Let's take hold behind the calves and just draw the body, really release the neck, let the head be heavy, press the hips to the ceiling. Feel the whole of the feet on the ground and sort of feel that the hips and the heels are in alignment. Take a nice breath here. And then bring the hands onto the front of the shins and lengthen the spine. That's it. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to bring the hands to the ground. And we're going to step the left foot back and lower the knee. That's it. First of all, feel the foot and the shin on the ground. And then we're going to inhale and bring the arms up and bring the palms together and just lengthen the arms up and keep your shoulders low. And then we're going to interlace the hands and just bring them to the back of the head and press the head against the hands and the hands against the head. Open up the elbows, press into the foot and the shin. Feel that strength in the arms, strength in the legs, draw the navel to the spine. Inhale here, and then release the arms. And we're just going to raise that back knee up and step back to downward dog. That's it. Take a breath here. Notice each side of the body. And then look towards the hands. Now they come down onto the knees or just step the foot through. So we bring the left foot back through. That's it. Draw the hips towards each other. So you're bringing the hips in towards each other. Bring the arms up, palms together again. That's it. Reach up to the ceiling. Feel the length in the sides of the body. Press into the foot and the shin and then interlace the hands. Bring them to the back of the head. Press the head into the hands into the head. Open the elbows wide. Press into the top of the foot, the shin, and the sole of the left foot. And breathe. One more inhalation. And exhale, bring the hands down. Tuck the back toes under, raise the back knee and step forward back into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up wide. Bring the palms together again, reach up. Bring the palms down to heart center. Press the palms into each other. That's it, and breathe here. Press the palms into each other and inhale, raise the arms up again. Little bend in the knees, exhale, forward fold. That's So take hold behind the legs and draw the body towards the legs, heavy, head heavy. Sweep the hands round to the shins and lengthen the spine. Bend the knees as much as you need to and bring the hands each side of the feet and step the right foot back. That's it. And then really find where it's the right place for you. If you feel like coming up onto keeping the high lunge and coming up. So maybe bring the hands to the knee, first of all. We're just going to bring the hands to the hips today. And we're just going to do 3, just lowering the knee and bringing it up. Lowering the knee, bringing it up. So just see how you go today. Lowering the knee, bringing it up. Let's do 1 more and up. That's it. And then bring the hands down to the ground. That's it. And step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Just lower the knees, untuck the toes, lower the chest. And we're just going to come into a nice little cobra. So pull the hands, gently draw the hands towards you. Nice long back of the neck. Hug the elbows in. And then exhale, lower the head down. Tuck the toes under and take the hips back to the heels. Just take a breath here. And then back up into downward dog. Breath in downward dog. Taking the hips really back towards the back of the mat. And then bringing that right foot forward again, however's good for you, either coming down onto your knees or stepping it forward. That's it. Check that the legs are exactly where it's good for you to come into the high lunge. Bring the hands to the hips. That's it. And then just lower the knee and bring it up. Lower the knee. Just a little tiny movement can be fine. 1 more. Let's do 1 more. Lovely. And then let's just bring the hands down, step the foot forward, back into Uttanasana. Take hold of the elbows, swing from side to side. Release, bend the knees, roll up to standing. That's it, lovely. Bring the feet and the legs really nice and tight together, as if you're zipping them up. Bring the hands to the sides of the body. And just really, it really helps to spread your toes here to sort of give you balance as well. That really helps sort of create some balance. And then we're going to inhale and sweep the arms up. Exhale, squeeze the legs together, sit back into Utkatasana, fierce pose. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit back. Check you can see your toes. Inhale, maybe gaze up, lengthen that lower back. And then stand up. Exhale, lower the arms down. That's it. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit back. I'm going to take another inhale, squeezing the legs together, reaching the arms up. Exhale, lengthen the lower back. And then inhale, stand up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Lovely. Just notice how you're feeling. Let's stand lengthways on the mat. Let's come into star pose, so with the arms a bit higher than when we're in 5-pointed. So we're going to have the arms up, press into the feet, feel the roots of the big toes and the roots of the little toes and the heels, and reach with the arms. Notice the breath here, visualize the breath filling every single part of the body. One more inhale. And exhale, bring the hands to the hips. We're going to turn the left toes out. to come into warrior two. So remember, you can sort of squidge the toes up, want the hips in line with the long side of the mat. When you look at your left knee, you want to be able to see your big toe at least. And then press into the feet and bring the arms out. That's it, lovely. And just look towards that front left middle finger. Inhale here and exhale, sorry, press the feet in. And then inhale, raise up. And exhale back to downward dog. Turn the left palm up and the right palm comes to the thigh. And let's reverse the warrior. Take a breath here. Inhale back to warrior two. Bring the forearm to the thigh and bring the right arm up and over. Press the feet in. Have a little weight in the arm so you can move the arm and just reach over. Maybe take the gaze to the ceiling. And then bring the hands back up and over, back to warrior two. Press the feet into the ground, reach with the arms, draw everything up to the center. One more inhale, and then exhale, press into the feet. Bring the feet parallel. Bring the arms up again. Reach up, that's it. Arms down to shoulder height and turn the right toes out. That's it. Bend that right knee, maybe move the toes forward. You don't want the knee in front of the ankle. You want it either behind or on top to protect the knee. That's it. Just press into the feet. Notice you can really feel the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, press into the feet. And then inhale, bring the arms up, straighten the front leg, and exhale back into warrior two. That's it. Gaze over that front middle finger, and then bring the left palm down to the thigh, turn the right palm up, reverse the warrior. That's it, really opening up that right side of the body. Inhale and exhale, warrior two. That's it. Inhale here and then exhale, forearm to thigh, coming into the extended side angle with support. So just lengthening, feeling that length from left outer edge of the foot to the left fingertips. Noticing the breath here, maybe gazing up to the ceiling. Inhale here, and then back up to warrior two. Press the feet into the ground. Everything's coming up to the center, drawing the navel to the spine. Really strong pose. And then bring the hands to the hips. Maybe bring the feet in a little bit, wherever they're good. And then slide the hands down the legs. Take hold of the ankles and just sway the body from side to side. Take a breath. If you can just take hold of the brick and then place the brick sort of underneath your face, just below your face, in front so that you've got a flat back. That's it. I'll show you from the side as well. So I would have it about here. So I'd have it like, I'm always can look like it's something I'm looking directly down to. And then we're going to bring our left hand onto the brick and raise our right arm up. Press the feet into the ground and keep the hips stable. That's it. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe look up to the thumb. And then exhale down. Bring that right hand to the brick, press the feet into the ground, raise the left arm up. Breathe into that lovely opening. And then release that hand down, move the brick away, Little bend in the knees, take hold of the legs again, just let the body be soft, and then sweep up to standing. That's it. And I'll turn around to face you. And then we're just going to bring the feet to goddess pose. Let's just find that goddess pose there. That's it. It's just finding that first, and I'm just checking that I've got. So feeling into that goddess pose first, and then we're going to lengthen the legs, and we're going to bring the feet into the middle. And we're going to bring, hang on, which way are we doing it? Bring the hands to prayer position and press the palms together. And we're going to step out to goddess pose and bring the arms out. So left, let's go to the left first. Step the left foot out, press, really press through the arms. And then we're going to step back to centre. And then we're going to step the right foot out and press out that side. That's it. Back to centre. Left. Back to centre. Right. That's it. Back to centre. Left. Back to centre. Right. Let's do 2 more of those. Back to centre. Left. Keep the back of the lower back long. And let's do 1 more each side. That's it. So we've done 2 sets. And back. And back. That's it. And back. Brilliant. And take a breath. Just notice that really got the energy moving. Breathe here. Let's release the arms down. Notice how the body's feeling. Let's step towards the front of the mat. Bring the legs tight together again. Last, we're coming down onto our fronts now. So we're going to inhale and raise the arms up. Exhale, sit back into Utkatasana. That's it. Inhale, really lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms, and then exhale, forward fold. That's it. We're going to step both feet back, plank, and then just lower the knees, lower the chest, bring the hands on top of each other, and come into crocodile. That's it. A couple of breaths in crocodile. Just let everything settle towards the front, towards the ground. You might even be able to feel your heart beating here. You can really feel the breath, the movement of the breath in the body against the ground. Gently take the hips from side to side. Bend the knees and bring the lower legs up. Circle the feet around the ankles. And then the other way. And then just let them go from side to side. Just rock the legs from side to side. So you're rolling over the thighs, the front of the thighs. Lovely. And then just lower the legs down. Take another breath in crocodile. And then we're going to come up onto the forearms. So the elbows, we're going to do a forearm plank. Just nice strengthening practice. So this is one of the strongest poses. Fingers really nicely spread. Or you can always have fists actually, so whichever's good for you. Sometimes it's nice to have fists. You can just really press into the sides of the arms or have the fingers spread. And we're going to tuck the toes under. Inhale here. And then exhale, come up into the forearm plank. Inhale, lower down and look ahead, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. And exhale, forearm plank, press through the heels. Inhale, come down. And then let's just take a couple of breaths in the forearm plank. Draw the navel to the spine, press into the ground. And then release down. Hands on top of each other again, and just rest the forehead on the hands. Let the heels drop out. Maybe take the hips from side to side again. And then bring the feet out to face each corner of the mat. We're going to come back onto the forearms again, but now the forearms are a little bit, tiny bit in front of the shoulders. And we're just going to come into that Sphinx pose. So really allow the hips to release and the legs to release, and draw the shoulders between the spine, draw the chest between shoulders, sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. Couple of breaths here. Make sure the jaw is released, the neck soft, throat soft. And then either stay here, or you could bring the hands out as well to face the corners of the mat. And then we're just going to press into the hands and just come up. You don't have to have the elbows completely straight. So I'm just going to press into the hands and just come up. Nice back bend, energizing back bend. Gentle breath. And then lower down. Bring the head to the ground. Bring the hands back to the ribs. Nice wide knees, back into child's pose. Really allow everything to soften here. Just release to the ground. Breathe into the lower back. Notice the breath. Notice the rate of the breath since we've come down to lying. And then press into the hands, come up to kneeling. Well, actually, let's just go straight round and bring the legs out in front into staff pose. So pressing the feet, the back of the legs into the ground, lengthening the spine. Feeling both sitting bones are in line with each other. The weight is evenly distributed on each one. And then we're going to bring that left foot in. Just draw that. Gently press the right leg into the ground. Press the left foot into the ground. And then we're just going to bring that left arm behind. Reach the right arm up. And then hook it round that left leg. That's it, other way from, yeah. And then as you inhale, really feel your lengthening. And as you exhale, there might be a little bit more space for you to twist a tiny bit. Inhale here and exhale back to the centre. And just drop that left knee out and bring the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. And then just turn the sternum to face over that right leg. Left hand comes to outer edge of the right leg. And inhale, lengthen. To gaze at the big toe, you exhale, just lower over that right leg. And then when you feel you're comfortable, you're coming to your edge, just bring the chin to the chest and feel you're inhaling, lengthening, maybe exhaling, lowering. Really keep that left thigh and leg nice and released. And just breathe down, probably into the lower left back. Breathe down to here. And then inhale, come up. Help that left knee up. And lengthen it out in line with the right leg. and just gently press the back of the legs into the ground. Gently press the fingertips into the ground and lengthen the spine. Just feel how much space we've created in the spine in the practice so far. Bring that right knee in, so there's a little bit of a gap between the leg and the foot, and then press the right foot into the ground and the back of the left foot into the left leg into the ground. Inhale, lengthen, and bring the right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen the left arm out, and then hook that round the right leg. And then same, you can look gently towards the right, just keep the neck nice and soft. It's quite nice sometimes to take it from side to side. And as you inhale, you lengthen, and as you exhale, you twist a little bit more. Feel both the sitting bones on the ground, feel the whole of the right foot on the ground, and the back of the left leg with the toes facing towards the ceiling. Inhale here, and exhale, release forward. That's it. And bring that right sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Left hand comes out from the hip. We just inhale, just gently look over towards that big toe, and the sternum is slightly facing, so we're very slightly twisted, and we bring the right arm to the outer edge of the left leg. And then we lead with the chest as we fold forward. So inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, lengthening with the chest, and then chin to chest. That's it, and breathing there. Every exhalation, you might release a little bit more. And then inhale, coming up. Help that knee up again and lengthen the legs out. And we're going to bend the knees a little bit and just come onto the heels. And then lengthen the arms up. Inhale here and exhale, forward fold. And then we're just going to circle round again and come back, bring the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold, but then inhale, come back up. That's it. And then this time we're going to inhale and maybe bring the hands to the back of the heels and just press the heels out a little bit, and then lengthen just over the legs. So we're really lengthening the lower spine. Breathe down the whole length of the back. Feel the breath between the shoulder blades. And press the hands into the legs and come back up. Going to bend the knees a little bit more. Keep on the heels, have the toes facing towards the ceiling. That's it. And then really use the strength of the hands to draw the shoulder blades towards each other. So you're just balancing on the sitting bones. Keep that length and bring the hands behind. Squeeze the legs together and draw the shoulder blades together. That's it. And then keep that length in the back, squeeze the legs together, bring the hands to the back of the thighs, and just raise the legs up. That's good for you today. That's it, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe you can spread the toes, and then maybe let go of the legs and reach the arms out. Lovely. Breathing here. And then lovely, release down. Bring the soles of the feet together and come into Baddha Konasana. And hold on to the ankles or the feet. And then we're just going to circle around like we do when we're cross-legged. So just circle around if that feels good. So the circles probably won't be quite as big. You can move the hands. And then the other way. One more circle. Back to center. Just bring the hands behind again and just butterfly the legs. That's it. And then bring the legs up, and then you might just use the hands and the elbows to just come down to lying down on your back. That's it. And just taking a breath here. Let's bring the feet out as wide as the mat, bring the knees in together. And just take a couple of breaths in constructive rest. And then walking the feet in. Sorry, I should have said, let's take hold of the brick again and bring the brick between the thighs. That's it. And really feel both feet on the floor. Feel the brick between the thighs. Get down my mat a bit. And we're going to inhale, press gently, just press the arms gently into the ground, but we're going to press into the feet to raise the hips up as we inhale. And exhale, squeeze the brick as you round the spine back onto the ground. Inhale, press into the feet, bring the hips up, and bring the right arm up and look over towards the left. Press the hips up. Exhale, squeeze the brick, bring the arm down, the head back to center, bring the hips down. Inhale the left arm, squeeze the brick as you come up, take your gaze over to the right. And exhale, squeeze the brick, come back down to center. That's it. And then final bridge, just press into the feet and bring both arms up. Chin comes to chest, reach the arms above the head. Let's take a breath here. So let's exhale here, squeezing the brick as we're up in bridge. Inhale, feel that length from the knees to the fingertips. And then exhale, curl the spine back onto the ground. Take the brick out from between the thighs, but raise the hips and place the brick under the hips. So just a nice rest on the brick. So just a little supported bridge. Means that the hips are higher than the heart. Let's just bring the knees towards the chest, just lengthen them up on that brick. Just point and flex the toes gently. Just not pressing through the legs, keep the legs nice and soft. Just take a couple of breaths with the legs above the head. Really allow any fatigue to drain out of the legs. Feel that nice width across the abdomen. The chest is really nicely spread, so you've got room for the lungs and the heart. The abdomen's got lots of space for all the digestive system. And the feet are really enjoying being up above the body and not having any weight on them. And then slowly bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. We'll just move the brick out to the side. Bring the hips down. Bring both knees into the chest and just rock from side to side. And then keep hold of the left knee and lengthen the right leg out. Just take a couple of breaths here, drawing that left knee towards you, gently pressing the right knee, back of the leg into the ground. And then we're going to place the left sole of the foot on top of the right thigh. Extend the left arm out and take the knee over to the right. And then just move your left arm around a bit to work out where is the best place for the stretch for you today, for the twist. Is it nicer higher up or lower down? Find that place and then just breathe. You can keep that right hand on the left knee to just weigh it down so the hips are stacked. But the left shoulder is melting towards the ground. And we're just breathing into that twist. Oops, sorry. Next inhalation, coming back up to center. So I'm going to bring both knees into the chest again, gently roll from side to side, rock from side to side. And then keeping hold of the right knee and lengthening the left leg out. Just feeling that both shoulders are evenly on the ground. Drawing that right knee to the chest and feeling the back of the left leg against the ground. And then we're going to place the right sole of the foot on top of the thigh and take it over to the left and extend the left arm this time and find that happy place for that right arm. So, right arm, sorry. And where you can feel it really coming through the waist, up through the ribs. And take the breath through the armpit, take the breath all the way through that stretch. With every exhalation, just allow the body to just melt more to the ground. And then rolling back onto our backs. Bringing both knees back to the chest again, hugging them in. And then let's just come into happy baby, so bringing the knees towards the armpits, soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Just take hold behind the thighs. Have as much of the shoulder blades, the shoulders on the ground, as much of the spine. Maybe take hold of the ankles or the outside edges of the feet. Press the tailbone into the ground, shoulders are melting towards the ground, and maybe rock from side to side if that feels good. And then just come to center, just feel through that pose. And then release the feet, release the arms, give the arms and the feet a little shake. That's it. And then releasing into final Shavasana. So lengthening the legs out, maybe putting some socks on if you need to. I'm just going to get you this nice Shavasana I wrote. Breathing, just finding your comfortable position. Allowing everything to release onto the ground. One more. Make sure you're warm enough. Never mind. And releasing onto the ground. practice. Making sure we're really comfortable and warm. Oops. So swallow and relax your throat and jaw. Soften your eyelids and look down towards the lower lids as you close your eyes. Let your cheeks feel hollow and loose beneath the cheekbones. Release the root of your tongue. And just allow your fingers to curl naturally as your hands relax. Release your legs. Feel the large muscles of the legs and the buttocks and the torso drop away from the bones and release. And now feel the smaller muscles of your arms and neck and head as they seem to move away from the bones and release. Let the bones themselves feel heavy and the skin feel loose. Notice that the abdominal organs seem to nestle gently back into the body. Completely release and relax. And this is a poem by Catherine Pulsifer, and it's called Strength Comes From. Strength comes from loving, not from hatred. Strength comes from forgiveness, not from revenge. Strength comes from sharing, not from greed. And strength comes from thinking of others, not thinking of self. Strength comes from patience, not intolerance. Strength comes from hope, not from doubt. Strength comes from taking action, not from giving up. Strength comes from being optimistic, not from negative thoughts. Most importantly, strength comes from the divine and not from culture. So very slowly and mindfully, just bring your minds back to this morning. Being aware of where you are in your room, the position of your body. Notice the breath in the body again. And then just gently start to move the fingers and the toes. Maybe take the head from side to side. Bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. And just roll over to one side and take a breath here. And then when you're ready, coming up to seated. Maybe keeping the eyes half gazed or closed. Just taking this moment at the end of the practice to notice again just how we're feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally. And then bringing the hands to heart center, bowing our heads to the divine light in each other and to ourselves, and opening the eyes. And I hope you've all benefited from the yoga today. Have a good week. Okay. Have a good rest of the week, both of you.